Hello and welcome back to another OMNIHEROES video. In this video we're just going to do a 6-star review of the new unit Elisha. Now I haven't summoned yet and I plan to do it on screen. As you can see I've got 52 scrolls, so I should be able to get a copy of Elisha. I've also got 140,000 diamonds as well, so let's just first have a look at the event shop and let's get our free diamond, or our free scrolls, and then I'm going to pick up 10 of these as well from the shop, so I can then start to save for Arthur on the next one. So let's jump in and summon now. So we are going to use our free summon, hopefully, because last time with Gaia I was able just to click the free summon button and I was able to get a copy, and that is because of these 27 more summons. To get a legendary hero, your next legendary hero will be Elisha. This resets not the 27 part but the next legendary hero. So on the previous oath before Gaia, I ended up getting very close to getting a Dahlia. I was one scroll off, but I decided to save it so that I could see if I could pick up more copies of Elisha. This time, however, I don't suspect I will get a copy. No, unfortunately not. So let's jump in and let's use our diamonds first. So we'll go ahead and summon. No, unfortunately not. On this one, no. So it's definitely going to be on this one. As you can see, I've got 6 more summons to get a legendary hero. This will be Elisha. So now finally we picked up a copy of her, and I'm very excited about this unit. Really excited about this unit. I think she's going to bring a lot to the table. Let's just have a quick check here. So Elisha deals 680% physical to backline enemies. Okay, so she deals backline enemies only. Yeah, it's backline enemies only. Okay, so she's not got as wide a range, but the percentages is what I'm interested in. 273%, and that is quite high, as well as this 680% physical damage. Now these are all at level 2, so you will need to get her to 9 stars in order to get these bonuses right here. This one, however, the Frost Empress establishes a contract granting her allies 25% chance to apply freeze for 1 round upon landing a critical hit. That 25% is not as high as you might think. Anything below 30% is a kind of a write-off for me. Like Helios's stun runes, I never really see him proc. So Helios has a 25% chance to stun on his reflect damage. When he personally deals reflect damage, he has 25% chance to stun. Arthur also has a 25% chance. It's just not as high as people like to think. If this was higher, if this was say 50% chance, or they did apply freeze, then she would be broken. She would be the most busted unit in the game. Nobody would be able to win against the ethereals. However, it is only 25% chance. So that's my personal thoughts on her. When an ally lands a critical hit, all allies have attack increased by 0.2 million and max HP increased by 50%, stacking up to 50 times. That is really powerful. That is really powerful. Ignore the top bit. That's not what you go for this unit for. You go for this bottom bit. When an ally lands a critical hit, all allies have their attack increased up to 50 times. So that goes up to times by 10, 2 million, times that by 5, 10 million. Okay, so all allies by the end of probably round 3, round 4 will be up to, if you build your team correctly, by the end of round 3, round 4, they'll have an additional 50 million attack. And plus 50%, so it's times that by 10, and then times that by 5. So 50% times by 10 is 500%, and times that by 5 is 2,500%. So you get 2,500% HP. That is really powerful. The bottom bit, if you're going to go for 11 stars on her, you'll get this last bit. Every 1% increase in crit rate, additionally increase her attack by 1%. Really powerful effect. And then the last one, for the chance for contract to trigger freeze is greatly increased to 50%. When an ally takes action, Elisha gains 1 stack of attack boost, increasing attack by 100%. The stack limit is 10, so she can go up to 1,000%. That's when an ally takes action. You have 5 allies, or 6 allies if you have Portia on the team, and she is a monarch. So Portia will fit very well on this team. We'll try that out. We'll try out the Monarchs build with her on it as well. We won't get the Monarch trigger because we won't have her up to 8 stars. That's where you need to get her up to. So for me, yeah, fantastic unit, really is. And I'm very much looking forward to taking her into all of the different events that we've got going on. And we'll just see how well she functions. So that is the end of our diamond summons. I can no longer tick this box. Not enough attempts left. Unfortunately, the limit cap for diamond summons is 50,000 or 60,000. So take it as you will. But we do have the limited rebate up here on the right, so we can go ahead and pick up another copy of Elisha at 100 summons. So we'll go ahead and see where we're up to here. Hopefully we'll get a copy of Elisha. It's not guaranteed this time. So here we go. We did get a copy of Elisha. Oh, very good. Very good. That means by the end of the season, I'll be able to get her... that's nice. I'll be able to get her up to 9 stars. And the reason that I'll get her up to 9 stars is because of events like this. So if I jump into Hall of Heroes and I go into limited rebate, I will get 5 shards of Elisha. This also applies, I believe, for Abyss Crusade. So let me just jump into Abyss Crusade. Here we go. I've not jumped into it yet. We'll jump into Nightmare difficulty, just because it's not just because it's the recommended one, but because I like a challenge. And let's go into the rebate section. So, it's not in here. Limited events. Here we go. And Abyss Crusade down here. Yeah, so there she is, Elisha. You can get 5 shards of Elisha from this event as well. So, if you do manage to keep those 300, so as you can see, I've got 348 scrolls, so advanced summon scrolls. What I tend to do is I only go up to that 300 mark. Even though I've got 48 more, I will only go up to 300 because that is the last time that you can obtain a copy of Elisha, I believe, unless you go to the next round, and then Elisha's there as well. So if you do 900 summons, you'll be able to pick up 10 shards of Elisha. And then if you go further beyond that, you can pick up copies there as well. So for me, I'll be able to get her up to 9 stars by the end of the season, which I'm very excited about. Getting that additional damage boost is going to be fantastic. Now I've got 33, so I am going to summon 2 more times. I'm not going to summon any more beyond that, any more beyond the 100 mark, because that's, for me, that's the personal limit that I set. As you can see, 26 more summons to get a legendary hero, but we have hit this mark here. So we will claim our ticket, and that does have a copy of Elisha on it. So we'll go ahead, fuse these, and we'll go ahead and pick up, so we can pick up a copy of any of these units. Who would I suggest that you pick up from this particular ticket? I would probably suggest you pick up Elisha, just because she is the newest unit, but Aphrodite is so good in PvP. She is, I would say that Aphrodite is probably the best unit in PvP that there is within the framework of the game, and Dahlia is the best unit within PvE circles. So you will absolutely need Dahlia at 8 stars and above, and you will need Aphrodite at 8 stars and above. Wu has very much impressed me, especially with the increased speed, and now her passive includes 33% chance to avoid any damage whatsoever, so it's very good. But she really does need exclusive runes to be good. You need her epic runes as a bare minimum, because then she has 100% chance to apply 75% damage reduction for the entire team, especially on a Monarchs team. That's really powerful. Hades, he's alright. he's okay. I loved him last season on that Soul Eaters team, absolutely. Do I think he is important in the Valianters synergy? Absolutely. I think he is one of the better units within that. Got Elmer, him, Leandra, and probably a Trapper still. Macaria, Victoria, they did get buffs. Attack-wise, sorry, not attack-wise, passive-wise. So Macaria has 33% chance, same as Wu, to avoid damage, and Victoria has that 33% chance to freeze as well. But yeah, I would still put Atrox top 4, most definitely, for Valianters. And Gaia has just blown me away this season. She really has. She is absolutely fantastic, and she is one of the sole reasons that I'm able to get through hell this season. But I would still suggest either Dahlia or Aphrodite if you don't have those units leveled up and you have got this ticket, or you can go for Elisha as well. I'm personally, I'm going to go for Elisha just because she's the new unit and I need to get her up to 8 stars to do that 8-star testing for you to see whether or not she's worth it. That'll be out over the next couple of days. And in fact, what I'll do is I'm not going to do the 6-star review on this video. I know I said it at the beginning, my apologies, but the thumbnail and the title and all of that sort of stuff for this video won't be the 6-star. So hopefully we'll avoid a bit of confusion there. Typically I will summon, but we're already up to 11 minutes at this point. So let's go ahead and level her up and get all of our stuff sorted for her. There we go. Story. My big old head was blocking it. And then let's jump into heroes, into our ethereal heroes. And here she is. So what we need to do is go into our Sanctuary of Eve. As you can see down here, I have 1 slot left, and that is just fine by me. There you are, Elisha. Welcome to the team. So let's go ahead, level her up to this 6-star mark, and then in the next video, which should be out over the course of the next hour or two, I will have a 6-star review for her as well. So go and advance, quick select, and we'll advance her up to 6 stars, and there she is, spot on. So she does unlock this first passive. We do get this. We don't get this part of the passive. This is a really powerful part of the passive. It greatly increased to 50%. An ally takes action, Elisha gains 1 stack. That is going to be really powerful. Really, really powerful. Now I'm going to level her up all the way to epic. I'm not going to go any further beyond that for legendary. Firstly, because I don't have enough gems, but because this, the way that I build my units, I only go to legendary typically now if I'm getting them up to that 11-star mark for them to really receive the benefits. Let's go ahead and have a look at the runes. So it's giving me a bit of a spread at the moment. Crit and healing. So let's have a look at the info. We'll go and change on this one, and it is recommended for DPS. So she is a DPS hero. Unfortunately, I just don't have the DPS runes to pump her up really high. But what I will do is I'm going to level these up as high as I can. So we can get them up to 39, but that's not going to be good enough. So let's go to change. We could equip Astrids if we want to, but what I'm going to do is I very rarely use Lamia anymore. It is what it is. I got her exclusive runes and then never really used her again. But yeah, it is what it is. So we'll go ahead and put in Lamia's runes in here, just so we have a full set. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it here. I think we've got everything that we need to. You do get the season 6 bonus, so she does get an attack, defense, and max HP increase of 44%, and that goes up. So at 7 stars and at 9 stars, you get 73% and 107% respectively. And we can also jump into season. Do I have any of these tokens left? Jump into my hope tree. That's another video that's coming out over the next couple of days, is the reset for the hope tree. I don't have any of these left, but we can go ahead and jump into Tome of Ethereum. I'll complete that another time, and we will pop in Elisha on the Galatians synergy as well. So that's it from me. Thanks very much for watching. I do hope you have a fantastic day, and good luck in your summons for Elisha. One last thing as well, I want to go to Oath Recall, go into Advancing Quests, and I'm going to get my free 20 tokens here. I believe that'll put me above the threshold for... There we go. There we go. Let's just have a quick check. Merchants Guild, going to redeem points, and that puts me above, 107. So I've got one of these left. So let's go ahead, pick up a copy of Astrid. And the reason that I'm picking up a copy of Astrid is just to get her to that 11-star mark. So just as a cheeky one-off, we'll go ahead and advance. No! What? Oh, wait, no. Ah, what an idiot. There we go. Shards, fuse all. Perfect. We get our Astrid. And now we can go and level up. How embarrassing for me. And choose Brutus. Click advance. And there we go. So that is Astrid up to 10 stars. No real stat boost change, and we don't get this passive just yet, but I am working towards it. It is what it is. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day. And yeah, again, good luck in your summons.